Dating works exactly like venture capital, and if you don't understand it, you're probably doing everything right and still getting nothing. This really hit me last weekend. I was having dinner with a local Spanish girl that I've been dating for a few months now. She took me to a traditional Spanish restaurant, explained the food, talked about her culture, ordered everything for us, and honestly, I was just there for a nice ride. And at some point during the dinner, it actually clicked for me. All of this, every day with this girl, every experience I have with this girl, came from one single action. An action that took me maybe 8 seconds to complete. 8 seconds of me going up to her on the street and saying hello. And now, because of that one small action, one small bet, I'm getting all of these returns: connection, fun, intimacy, great sex, shared experiences. And all these returns have been lasting for multiple months already. Now, that's asymmetrical returns. It's the same logic as investing in early stage companies that later explode. You take one small calculated risk and the upside completely outshines the downside. But here's the problem. Most guys, before they go and approach a girl, only think about what could go wrong. What if she rejects me? What if it's awkward? What if I feel embarrassed for a few seconds? They obsess over the downside, but they never stop to ask the real question. What is the upside? What if this turns into great dates, amazing experiences, deep connection, maybe even a relationship that lasts months or years? All of that for the price of a few seconds of discomfort. If this were a financial bet, tiny downside, massive upside, you would take the bet every single time, no hesitation. So why don't you take the same bet in your dating life? This is exactly how venture capital works. They don't place one bet and then pray that that bet works. They place small, many bets, knowing that most won't turn into much, but a few will turn into something extraordinary. And with dating, it's the same way. Some approaches will lead to nowhere. Some will lead to a few weeks of dating. Some will lead to a few months of dating. And some will turn into amazing relationships and experiences you'll remember for many years of your life. And what's even better here compared to finance is that here you actually don't lose money. All you potentially lose is a bit of your pride and ego after a girl might say no. And those things you should lose anyways, so it's a win-win. Another thing that really trips guys up is treating every interaction like one a big Hail Mary. They walk up to a girl thinking, this has to work. This has to be the girl. And that mindset is exactly how you kill your momentum. In investing, you'd never want to be in a position where you say, this investment has to work. That's how you put all your money into one thing, get emotionally attached to the outcome, and lose everything when it fails. In dating, the moment you put all your expectations, all your hopes, and all your emotional weight into one approach, one interaction, you're setting yourself up for massive disappointment. Because if it doesn't work out, and often it won't, you're emotionally wiped out. You feel rejected, discouraged, and suddenly you're on the verge of quitting. And that's what most beginners do. Honestly, that's what most guys do. They make this one big emotional bet, it doesn't work out, and then they just collapse. Think about early stage investing. Most startups will fail. You're not expecting most of them turn into anything. You're placing many small bets knowing that a few might work. So stop treating every hello like it's supposed to change your life. Don't put your pride into it. Don't load it with expectations. When I approached this particular girl I'm dating now, I had zero expectations. Honestly, I had less than zero expectations because I was sick that day. I had very low energy, not thinking anything would happen. And yet from that one simple hello came all of these experiences I could have never even planned. So stop betting everything on one interaction. Place many small bets and detach from outcomes. Now you might be watching this and thinking, okay, all this sounds great, and I've been putting a lot of effort in, but I'm getting almost no returns. And if that's your situation, here's the uncomfortable truth. Asymmetrical returns only show up after your skill level is high enough. Again, this is exactly the same way in investing. If you don't understand how businesses work, you can place many hundred bets and still lose all your money. Not because investing doesn't work, but because you don't have the skill to make the investing work. Dating is no different. If you don't understand how to get over your approach anxiety, create attraction, flirt properly, lead interactions, and move things forward, then you can take a lot of action and still get very little results. And at that stage, the problem isn't more effort, it's missing skill. And once the skill is there, that's when things flip, and that's when one simple hello can turn into months of dating, connection, experiences, and fantastic memories. And if you want to actually build that skill set, this is what I help guys do in my mentorship. I coach guys all over the world, one-on-one, live, while they're out there in their cities, talking to women in real life. We work directly on overcoming anxiety and limiting beliefs, learning my unscripted flirting method, and getting real life dates with attractive, interesting women. Now, this isn't theory, this is weekly real world practice. So if you want to build the same skill set that actually leads to asymmetrical returns in your dating life, you can check the first link in the description and book a call. And we can talk and see if this mentorship might be a good fit for you.